Hi guys. All right, so I'm going to come on here super quickly and talk to you about how to use Hootsuite. So if you've never heard of Hootsuite, I just honestly figured it out for the first time yesterday, and I'm still by no means a pro, but I'm going to share what I know with you because Hootsuite is very, very helpful, especially when you're running different types of Facebook groups and you need to post something at a specific time, and you may not necessarily even be up at that time. So what Hootsuite is it's both an app and a website that allows you to post into a Facebook group. It allows you to post to your Facebook personal page, your Fit page. It allows you to post to Instagram, Twitter, all these different social platforms that you're using. It allows you to schedule posts specifically for whatever you are trying to post into. So for example, right now, we've got the 12 Days of Fitness group going. Since our first post every morning goes at 5 a.m. Eastern time, since I'm in Arizona, obviously that would be 3 a.m. my time. So chances are, I could get up at 3 a.m. to post, but to make life a little bit easier and to not have to wake up at 3 a.m. to make a post, that is what Hootsuite is for. So like I said, I just figured this out yesterday, and I am by no means an expert yet. I don't know if I will ever be because it's got a lot of stuff on it and a lot of options for you to mess around with. But I'm going to show you just the basic stuff on how to add your Facebook account, to add a group in, for example, like the 12 Days of Fitness, and then to post into that group at a specific time. So I am going to share my screen here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I'm going to move this little guy. All right. So if you take a look at my screen here, all I did was go to hootsuite.com. And since I'm already logged in, I don't need to do that. But when you do log in, you are going to, when you do go to hootsuite.com, you are going to have to create an account and connect your Facebook profile to it. So right now, all I'm specifically going to be talking about is Facebook. I'm not talking about Twitter, Instagram, none of that yet. I have not messed with any of those settings yet. So Facebook is my main concern at this point, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So when you create an account and log in, what you're going to have to do is make sure, here, I'm going to actually pull this back up. What you're going to have to do is make sure that you are going through the settings step by step. It's basically going to walk you through, and it tells you, okay, this is what you need to do to connect your Facebook account. So once you follow all those steps, you're good, you're set up, you're ready to go. Now, we're going to go back over here, and I'm going to click on what says Go to Dashboard. So when you log in, it is going to take you to this main dashboard page that looks something like this. Yours may say a couple different things here. I really haven't figured out why it kind of says so many. I've got my personal Christina Manier, or my personal page here, Christina Manier, and then I have two ones here that say 12 Days of Fitness. I'm not sure why, but like I said, I'm just going to show you the basics. And then over here, you can see my personal Christina Manier timeline. So what you want to do first off is, before anything else, make sure that you are in the right time zone. Okay, so I didn't really understand this in full yesterday, because you'll see what I mean when it comes down to actually scheduling the post. But you want to make sure that your your time zone is correct. So what you're going to do is go up here, and this is where your profile picture would be, but it's this little owl. You're going to go down to settings, and you're going to go over to account. When account opens up, you are going to scroll down. So make sure that the profile tab is clicked, and you're going to scroll down, and right here where it says time zone, you're going to make sure that you are in the correct time zone. So since this says United States Phoenix, I am good. I would just click save or exit out because it was already saved as that. And then I know that I'm good to go for my time zone. Now, here comes the tricky part, because you see all these different things over here. You see all these little options that I have yet to figure out what they mean. But what I do know is I know how to create a post, and I know how to schedule it. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And I'm going to show you how to add a group like the 12 Days of Fitness to this timeline little dashboard here. So when you first log in, all it's going to do is it's going to connect to whatever platform you set. So I said I want you to connect to my Facebook platform. When I log into Facebook, obviously it's Christina Manier. That is my Facebook page. So that's all that it's going to connect with. Now what you need to do to add these little things right here that say 12 days of fitness, so you can actually schedule a post into the 12 days of fitness, what you're going to want to do is come up here and click on the little owl. And then you are going to go into where, actually, excuse me, you're not going to go down there. You're going to actually click right up here where it's next to the little owl where it says your name. And it's going to pop up with this page. So when you get to this page, you're going to scroll down to where it says private social networks. So right here, it says add a social network. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And you're going to add a social network with obviously whatever you're wanting to add to. So in this instance, we're wanting to add a specific Facebook group called the 12 Days of Fitness. I've already added that, so we're just going to go ahead and do something different this time. So let's say I want to add one of my different Facebook groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Facebook. Right here, I'm going to go, it says you must click OK for all 3 permissions to complete the Facebook actions using Hootsuite. So all we need to do here is click Connect with Facebook. You're going to go ahead and type in your Facebook password. And it's going to pop up with all the Facebook groups that you have open at this time. So I could even connect my fitness page to it. Actually, why don't I do that? But you can see up here, these are some of the older groups that I've been a part of. So Fall into Fitness, Kickoff to a New You, Strongest in August, Summer Shredding. So you can see that you have the option to add any group that you've been in the past. Those are your options. So instead of that, though, I am actually going to add my page, which is Christina Manier Fitness, because that would be probably something that's helpful for me. I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And when I click Done, you can see down here that now under Private Social Networks in my settings, or in this little portion up here, under Private Social Networks, I now have my main page. I now have the 12 Days of Fitness group because I previously added that using the steps that I just showed you. And now I've got my Christina Manier Fitness Facebook page. So now I have the ability to post to all 3 of these pages via Hootsuite. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the main dashboard, and all I do is just click here on Streams. That takes us back to the main dashboard. Now, I'm assuming here, if I click Add Stream, I'm not even going to go there. I haven't even looked at that yet, so forget about that. So all I'm going to do is show you now how to schedule a post. So you can see up here at the very top where it says Compose Message. That's what we are going to schedule our post in. So in this instance, let's pretend I want to schedule a post in the 12 Days of Fitness. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So it's highlighted, and you see it says the number 1 up there, so you know that you're going to be posting in the 12 Days of Fitness. It's highlighted in blue. And over here, you're going to compose your message. So let's pretend you want to post the evening check-in. So, hey everyone, how did this evening go? Let us know below, or whatever you want to say. Now you have the option to add a link here. You can, let's say if you want to share a specific website or a YouTube video, you can post that link right there. And you can also attach different pictures by clicking on Attach Media. So you have these options. Let's say like tomorrow morning, when I want to post the morning workout that has the little graphic attached, all I will do is click Attach Media, and then I'll find the graphic that I want to post for tomorrow morning, and it'll automatically pop up here. So let's pretend, let's see, choose files to upload. Let's see what I've got in here. All right, let's pretend I'm going to do this one. Join me free for the 12 Days of Fitness. Actually, no, that's not a good one. We'll post one that we're actually going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow is day 2, push-ups. So let's pretend we are going to schedule a post for tomorrow morning. So, oops. Okay, there we go. So if it comes back to this page, all you have to do is scroll over the top up here, and it'll take you right back to your message. So we're going to go ahead and change this. Since this is the morning post, we'll say, welcome to day 2. Here is your workout. Okay, obviously it's going to be more detailed than that. But as you can see, I've got the message. I can add a link if I want to, and I just added in a picture. Now you'll notice here, the only difference between actual Facebook posts and posting via Hootsuite is you do have a character limit right here at the bottom. So you're only allowed to post 2,000 characters, which for most of us, we don't really post like too long of posts, but there was one I actually posted today that I had to shrink down a little bit because it went over the 2,000 word limit. And if it did that, I honestly don't know like where it actually cuts off. So I'm assuming it cuts off towards the end. But now that we have that posted, all we're going to have to do now is schedule the post. So before I do that, one thing I wanted to tell you is if you hit the enter button, it's going to actually go, it's going to hard return. So a lot of times you'll notice, like if you are in, let's say, a Facebook message and you hit enter, it automatically sends the message for you, right? Well, not in Hootsuite. In Hootsuite, if you hit enter, it goes down to the next line, which is good because if you want to keep typing and just keep going down, all you have to do is hit enter. Well, if you hit shift enter, I made this mistake earlier, shift enter automatically sends now. So I hit shift enter earlier thinking that it was gonna do a hard return and it automatically posted at that moment in time. I hadn't even scheduled the post yet. It just said, all right, we're sending this now to the 12 Days of Fitness and it's posting right this minute. So I made that mistake. I had to figure out how to delete it. It wasn't too hard. I just had to go into this little option right here, click on more options, and then I was able to delete it. But you could honestly schedule the post first. That way you're not making the mistake of actually posting something to a group right now and then having to go in and delete it in the actual post itself, if that makes sense. So that's how you write everything out. You write everything out, you can add a picture, and that's that portion. And obviously add a link. Now, for the scheduling aspect itself, all you do is click on schedule right here. And auto schedule, honestly, I don't really know what that does if you hit auto schedule, so I haven't messed with that at all. But what I do know is that if I want this post to pop up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., what I'm going to do is click on the 13th. So it doesn't highlight. All it does is show what day it is right now. That's the highlighted day. But if I want this to pop up on Tuesday, I can either click on the date or I can write it in right here. And then I'm going to want this to come up at 5 a.m. And this will be in my time zone. So in Arizona time zone is what time this is going to post. So remember how I told you guys to make sure that you check the time zone? Whatever time zone you're in is whatever time it's going to post. So if I want this to post at, actually, since I want it to post at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to have to set my post for 3 a.m. Arizona time because I am 2 hours behind Eastern Time. So once I have that set up, all I'm going to have to do is click schedule, and this is going to post for tomorrow. So I'll do it, and I will show you guys how to delete it. Okay, did that schedule? It did. So you can see here, and I don't know why it shows up twice, but you can see that this is scheduled for tomorrow at 3 o'clock a.m. my time. So at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is when everyone is going to see this post. Now you'll be able to, let's see here. I thought there was a little option that you could click on to see more. So if you click on the graphic, you can actually see that. Okay, so that's all I typed. That's why there's no option to see more. So if you click on the graphic, you can see it. But this right here is what's going to be posted tomorrow. Now, if I want to edit this, there's the option right here by clicking on that little pen. So I can type in, you know, whatever else I want and then hit Save Changes, and it will pop up right there. And if I decide that I don't want this to come up tomorrow morning because right now I don't want it to say, welcome to day 2, here's your workout. All I'm gonna do is click on this little 3 option button right here and hit delete. Do you want to permanently delete this post? Sure do. And it's gone. That is it. So I'm gonna go back here. All right, so I believe that's pretty much the basis of it, guys. Here, I'm gonna stop sharing here. Okay. So that's pretty much the basis of it. Like I said, there's a lot of details and there's a lot of ability. Like Hootsuite gives you so much, like there's so many options in there, and it gives you the ability to do so many different things. But since we're mainly focused on Facebook right now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, and that's what I wanted to show you. So I hope that was simple enough. It took me a little while last night to figure it out, honestly, probably an hour because I've never used it in my life. So I had to Google a lot. I had to look up the Hootsuite Q&A and figure out kind of how to do it. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll try my best to answer, but most likely I will probably Google it because I don't know this very well yet. And I need to do a little bit more practice with it. So I hope you guys have a great day, a great evening, and if there's anything you need, let me know. Bye.